Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for The Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 7, Golden Eyes. We are only one episode away from the finale of the season. And I knew this was going to be a big one. I knew this was going to be a good one, just based on the preview, based on what was happening. This is another one of those episodes where we really just spend time with one of our main characters. This is it. PERRIN of the Two Rivers. Yeah, this is the one. If you're a fan of PERRIN, this is the episode for you. Because a lot of incredible stuff happens. Some sad stuff, but I think overall, PERRIN and his overwhelming fighting spirit is what really puts this one over the edge. Great performances by a lot of these characters. So we're gonna get into spoilers. If you haven't seen the episode, make sure to go back and check it out before you watch the rest of the video. So we begin with a lot of the folk of the Two Rivers preparing for battle with the Trollocs. And this is done in a very interesting way, right? There's a lot of people in the Two Rivers. There's a lot of named characters in the Two Rivers, and we're kind of following along with them as they kind of prepare. Obviously, all of this centers around PERRIN leading the cause against this upcoming army of Trollocs. We do see that the Tuathan arrive into town. This is the traveling group that PERRIN had previously met, which we now also know has a correct connection to the Aiel and to Rand. That's something I really hadn't put together until I saw this episode. That these are the same people, right? The way of the leaf, the very pacifist way, non-violence way. Fael and PERRIN meet with Lord Luke, one of the White Cloaks, about fighting the Trollocs. But of course, the White Cloaks don't want anything to have. They wouldn't want anything to do with the Two Rivers, other than to get PERRIN. And then of course we have the other. I forget the name of the guy with the white hair or half white hair. He's just after the Aes Sedai and anybody that can channel, as he calls them, the witches or whatever. So, a lot of little character moments, as I mentioned. Everyone really building to the fight. We see the little girls preparing and training with Alana. We see Mascom training some of the people of the Two Rivers, and them showing their spirit and how they can fight better with bows and arrows, rather than with these poison spears. Matt's sisters get one nice little moment before the alarm goes off. Parent shows them the little drawing of Matt blowing the horn. So that was really fun. And then of course the builder and the IL go off to close the gate. I like them as a team. I think they have a really interesting chemistry between them as characters. A little bit of the IL they're badasses, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about later on in the video. But I think Loyal, in his own way, he's very determined. He's very steadfast, and I think he's just been such a great character to have in the periphery. I think pairing him up with PERRIN and his story is really well done. Now, obviously, this all comes from the books, but I'm glad that out of all the side characters that they could have used, that they chose to bring in Loyal. So we're about 25 minutes into the episode, so I love the pacing. Like the battle is about to get real good, and we're gonna have it for a long time. This is almost an hour long episode, so we have plenty of time to unfold this battle. We do learn that only PERRIN could really lead the people to battle. They were not looking for a leader; they were looking for one of their own to rise up into these ranks. They present him with a really cool wolf banner. The as the people of the Two Rivers are holding the Trolloc army back, the Aes Sedai, so Alana and the girls, and they found one more person too in the Two Rivers, because the blood is strong in the Two Rivers. We have learned that they link their powers, and Alana makes it rain daggers upon their enemies, which is really cool. The Trollocs retreat, but this was all a trap. Alana is impaled by an arrow, and the girls can't really heal her right away. The other channeler is killed later on, but this is when things we thought they couldn't get any worse. The White Cloaks show up, and I think I had been misled to believe that the White Cloaks maybe, because of, I feel like Luke is somebody that maybe has a little bit more honor than some of the other White Cloaks, and he seems to be kind of the leader. But Padan Fane is there with them, and he's the betrayer. And I should have known that once he showed up in the last episode, that he was going to come into. I knew he was going to come into play, but I didn't realize that. I completely forgot about his backstory because he's so different from when we first met him a few seasons ago. But he's of course a Dark Friend, and he was there only to betray everyone. Really, his mission from the Dark Lord was to destroy the two rivers. That's all he wants as a message to the Dragon Reborn. So Perrin finally picks up his hammer. He put that hammer down, right? Obviously, after everything that happened in the first attack that we saw in the series. Um, we do see once again that the white cloak with the half black hair, half white hair. He's the one that's been looking for the girls and the Aes Sedai to burn them at the stakes, I guess. But in a very ironic and very well deserved twist of fate, the girls channel their energy. Matt's sisters channel their energy, and they take revenge for their mother. So they burn him to a crisp. He gets a little fatality. Scorpio would be proud of that. Uh, Lyle goes to destroy the gate, and as he's failing to destroy the actual gate, so what he does instead, he hammers down on the ground and destroys the ground that is holding the gate. Floating in whatever in the gateway that they're in. So he falls down. Um, he dies unfortunately in this episode, unless there's some kind of weird, Gandalf like twist that he'll later show up. But I don't think this is that kind of story. Um, Fane calls off the Trollocs after Perrin goes and threatens to kill him. Also, the Aiel that were with Loyal, they come back. They're alive. They are truly badasses because they were ambushed at the gate by what I thought was enough Trollocs to kill them, but I guess that was not the case. So yeah, they have proven time and time again that they are badasses. I really like them a lot. They're great characters. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Perrin lives up to his promise to surrender to Luke and the White Cloaks once the battle is done because they came to help. Even though they brought I really thought that was going to be kind of a loophole to get him out of this bond, this promise, because it was their fault that the Trollocs came in because they came in with them. With the there was the White Cloak that brought the bad guys in because they were dumb and they were betrayed by Padan Fane. Either way, Perrin surrenders. He goes with them. And that is the end of the story for Perrin for now, because in next week's, I think it's going to be all about Rand in a big, big confrontation with one of the strongest characters I feel in the series. That's all I'll say because I watched the preview. I also watched the after, the inside the episode where the actor who portrays Perrin was there with the showrunner, and they had a great conversation about how much of a badass Perrin's, is as a character and how much he's grown, his arc, how much he's changed from all the people that have touched his life, across the series. So I really love this episode. I've been, I was not, Perrin wasn't my favorite, but as soon as he got those wolf powers, I was like, oh, this dude can do some and go off. Now, I do hope that he can finally later on embrace his wolf abilities. I don't know how much they'll extend, right? Obviously, he has a connection with wolves in the area, but I hope that later on he embraces more of that and maybe develops some more abilities. He really fought like very valiantly, along with Fail. I think she's a great character, very much a foil to Perrin, but also a great romantic entanglement there. So ready for the season finale next week. So stay tuned. We'll be talking about that for sure in the channel. And if you have watched this episode, let me know, what did you think of Golden Eyes? As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.